No sound.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'll just do the usual introductions in respect of the online participation. So just to confirm that everyone will be muted. In fact, it's just Councillor Gibbs, I think, this evening. So everyone will be muted until they are asked to speak. And then if you are asked to speak, if you can then unmute yourself and then go back on mute after you have finished speaking. If you have a question, as you know, just raise the virtual hand and we'll try and make sure that always somebody is keeping an eye out to see when you want to speak, and then you can be asked to speak, and then you'd need to raise to lower your hand afterwards. Equally, if you have to leave the meeting for any reason, you're aware that you can't vote on any matter where you don't hear the whole of the debate. So if you can let us know if for any reason you have to leave the meeting. You'll need to keep your camera on at all times because that's a legislation requirement. And when it comes to the recommendations, as always, I will ask you how you're going to vote, and then you can just unmute yourself and tell us how you're going to vote. So I think that concludes those announcements, Mr. Mayor. So I will ask Democratic Services to commence the meeting properly and then hand over to you to start the meeting.
Thank you. Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Merthyr Tydfil County Borough Special Full Council meeting on today, Wednesday, 28th of February 2024. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and may be broadcast via the authority's internet site. Images and sound recording may also be used for training purposes within the authority. So agenda item number 1 is apologies for absence. Okay, thank you. Item 2, declarations of interest. Yeah, Councillor Ian Thomas.
With reference to item 6, council tax, I'm a member of Badenoch and Trelewis Community Council. I have dispensation to speak and vote.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Brent Carter.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Mayor. First session, the closed section, a declaration of interest in 2.3 and 2.9. I'm close friends with the people involved in the report, so I best recuse myself.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Andrew Barry.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Declaration on item 5, recommendation 2.3. I'll be withdrawing for that because it's a consultation about school transport.
Okay, thank you. Councillor John Thomas.
Same as Councillor Andrew Barry.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? No, in that case, before item 3, I think Liam would like to say a few words.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. You'll see from the budget requirement and council tax report that I've given an opinion on the maximum utilisation of earmark reserves in my role as Section 151 officer. Given the inherent risks and assumptions built into the revenue budget, any further utilisation of the budget reserve would risk the financial sustainability of the council, in my professional opinion. What this means in practical terms is that any saving proposals that are not approved tonight would have to be offset by an equivalent increase in council tax beyond the currently recommended 8% in order for me to be able to support it. If that were to occur, we would need to take a short adjournment to calculate the impact of any changes to council tax before bringing amended recommendation back to you for decision later in the evening. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So the next item 3 is an exempt item. So in order for the following to be considered in private, it's suggested that the public be excluded from the meeting on the grounds that it involves the likely disclosure of exempt information as defined in paragraphs 12 and 13 under Part 4, Schedule 12A, Section 100A(4) of the Local Government Act 1972. Do we have a proposer for that?
Mr. Mayor, before we go into the exempt session, there's a couple of amendments we need to make to the reports. I think Councillor Barry will refer to those now.
Okay, thank you.
So I've already challenged Clive to, because I want a shot at his title here. So there are several amendments. I've spoken to Democratic Services, so I'll say what the amendments are, and then we'll pass them those those in written form, so we'll have them all covered off. So the first one is a agenda item 4, page 12 at 7.1. Revenue benefit for 24-25 should say 23-24. Agenda item 4, page 7, at bullet points 1 and 2, and agenda item 6 at page 333 at bullet points 1 and 2 again. In relation to both reports, where it reads adjusted 2022-23, on both points it should read 23-24. On agenda item 5, page 6 at 2.3, there are two 2.3 recommendations. I propose recommendation 2.3 become 2.31, and recommendation the second 2.3 recommendation become 2.32, but I'll clarify that when we do the report itself. Agenda item 4, page 5 at 1.3, in relation to the mention of Cabinet of the 8th of March 2023, should read the Cabinet of the 28th of February 2024. And agenda item 6, page 531 at 1.2, line 2, in relation to mention of council tax band D at 2023-24 should read 24-25. Clive, if you find any more, I'll be gutted.
Okay, thank you. So recommendation for section 100.
Could I move section 100, please, Mr. Mayor?
Okay, Councillor Barry.
Second, Chair.
Okay, thank you. Can you take that to a vote.
Councillor Kevin Gibbs, are you for, against or abstaining?
For, Carys.
Thank you. Councillor David Isaac. Try again. There, it's worked that time. That's carried, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. So agenda item number 4.
Just make sure.
Yeah,